So this is my car. It's a Hyundai. Hi guys, welcome to Study Abroad with Aaron. So today I'm actually trying to do a vlog. This is going to be my first time. But so I'm actually in my car and I just wanted to talk about the process of just having a car as international students in the US. So when I was in Berea, I didn't have a car and I never thought I was gonna have a car, honestly. But you never know. The Lord works in mysterious ways. So right now I'm just happy. It's just exciting that I have a car. I can go anywhere that I want. And this is actually my t-shirt that I got for my Christmas gift from work, and I know I haven't really mentioned where I work, and let me know if you like me to do a video about that, because actually this is where I work. But yeah, I work at Google, so let me know if you like me to create content about that so far, because I know so many people have reached out asking me like, oh, what do you do after graduation, from Berea. And as you can see, I work at Google. So this is my car. It's a Hyundai. But it's a Hyundai 2017 Elantra, and I bought it. I was hunting for a car after graduating. I was working from home, so I had to get a way of getting around, because I don't like being in one place, or just not being able to move. Like when you want to go somewhere, you have to ask somebody like, hey, could you give me a ride here? And people sometimes are not the kindest, or if you ask they'll be kind the first time, but the second, third time they'll be like, you need to figure out your life. Anyways, yeah, so I wanted to get my license actually when I was still in college in 2019. That was like my junior year in college, and I wasn't able to because I got an internship actually 2019. So I went to New York and I couldn't get my license. And then 2020 I tried getting my license, but I didn't have somebody that was consistently teaching me, so I wasn't able to get my license in 2020. So that goal was, it didn't work. And I think like you always set goals for the new year, but you don't put like the specific actions that you need to do to achieve those goals. So I think that's what I did. So I couldn't get my license 2019, 2020. And then 2021, early 2021, I went for my birthday in Miami, and we had to rent Uber with my friends around. And I was just like, if we rented a car, we could have literally spent half what we spent. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get my license as soon as I can, ASAP. So I came back, my friend was teaching me. I told her like, yeah, I need to really get my license. So she was teaching me. I even signed up for driving school because she was living far away from me. And which was like 2 hours, and it's so expensive. I really didn't even they did help me a lot, but you don't have to, get to driving school, because it was only like 2-hour period. And then I went for the test, and then I failed this first time. I failed my parallel parking, so I couldn't get my, and then so I ended up getting my license finally in March. My friend taught me again. She was a blessing. The people that you have around you, honestly, as you grow older, you determine the relationships that you have. So this is something that I just met randomly in 2020 during an event, and we became friends, and she's really helpful. She's really good goals. And so she helped me get my license. I get my license finally in March. And then I was like, okay, I need to put this license into use. And I had been saving, so I was like, okay, maybe I can get a car. And I decided I'm gonna get a car. So I started hunting for cars. I was looking in CarMax, and the car was so expensive. I don't like debt personally. So I was like, I want to buy something in cash. So when I was looking in CarMax, I was like $15,000. So anyways, I was hunting for this car. I looked in CarMax, and then I was looking at, we started shopping with one of my friends. We started going to the car dealers around, and we were looking for different cars. And finally I got this car that was like $5,000, but it had like 160k thousand miles, and it was pretty good. It was a Kia, but it wasn't the car that I was looking for. I was looking for a black car. I've been watching like these action movies, and I've been seeing all these cool black cars, so I was looking for a black car. So that car was like, okay, it was like, it's 5,000, it's cheaper, but it had so many miles. So I was like, okay, and I was almost actually getting it. And then one time I was like, let's check Facebook. And then I checked Facebook, and I saw this black car, and I was like, oh, that looks really nice. And it was pretty affordable. So I saw this car, and I texted this person, and he was like, this is only for serious people. And I was like, yeah. He was very stiff. Anyhow, so I was like, yeah, I'm really serious, I want to come really check this car. So I went to check the car, and it turned out okay. It turned out nice. Definitely there are definitely different tips that are, like buying a car as international person, it's not hard. So the only thing, you can get your state license, your state license, and then after that you can after getting this, your state ID, or your state license, you can get. So the first thing is definitely like getting a state ID, which you use to get your permit. And for permit, has to go through school. They have to verify different forms for immigration issues to get your state ID and that blue form. And then you go do the permit test, which is a written test. And there's like different preparation materials online. And then after that, you just buy a car as a normal person. There's no any other international person verification. As long as you have your money, you have your documentation, your state ID, you don't need any other further verifications. So yeah, so the buying process wasn't hard. So because I was buying it from somebody, I had to buy everything in cash. And as I said, I'm not a fan of debt. I just do not like debt. When I make plans, I don't borrow money to fulfill my desires, because I have if I have what I need, I do not need to borrow money for luxury. So yeah, so I was like, okay, and then we talked, and then I went to like verify the car at a given mechanic to ensure that the car was right, which I missed one thing, which is I'm about to talk about. But they said like, oh, the car is fine, you just need to change your tires. So we agreed. And then I paid the guy cash, and then he gave me the registration. We went to actually to do a notary, because I have to change it. I will have to change the registration on my name. I have to do a notary. But yeah, so that's what I did, and here we are. So I was saying, definitely some of the pointing things to consider when buying a car is looking at the miles that the car have. So as I said, the car that I almost bought was 160k miles, and most cars you can drive them at least 200, 250, 300. So if it's nearing the 200 mark, it's pretty, not too good. Yeah, but the car that I got was like 50k miles, but this is because later I realized that this car was a rebuilt car. So that means like the owner had been involved in an accident before, and it was kind of like given up by insurance. So far I haven't like experienced any issue, but that is something the owner just told me that they were involved like in a minor accident after I took it to the mechanic place to like check the car. And then later when I was trying to get my insurance, I think I was having a hard time getting insurance because they were just high. And I think because maybe the car was considered not too safe because the owner got involved in an accident, and they never told me the extent of it. And I didn't check that, before. I could have taken the registration of the car and like check it online. So definitely that's something that I would definitely like recommend. I think my friend told me, there's a link that she told me that you need to check the registration of the car, and then you put it on there, and it should tell you all the history of the kinds of accident the car has been in. So that is what I should have done, honestly, because the car was like, I can't say the full price that I bought, just due to certain reasons, safety, I don't know, certain reasons. If you want to know the price, let me know. But it was like 50,000 miles, which is pretty low for the price that it was being sold at. And I was like, what is wrong with this car? Even that's what my friend was telling me. So later I realized that this could have been the issue, But so far I haven't like experienced any crazy issues. I just hope this car can take me at least for 3 years before I buy like, you know, like a new car, a brand new car, or really it doesn't have to be brand new, but you know, like a nicer car. Yeah, it's not bad, honestly. I love my car. I love it. It's been good so far. And actually immediately after getting the car, sometimes there's spirits out here coming for you, honestly. After I got the car, I got like involved like in a minor white turn kind of. I made a white right turn, and that also like bumped my insurance. So definitely just be careful when you get your first car. Just be extremely careful, because that bumped my insurance. Now my insurance was really high because of that incident. But yeah, I love my car. It's just nice to, you know, get out. I just came up from like removing my nails. I don't want to do my nails right now, so I just want to take them off, give my nails a break, because I have really beautiful nails, but after I take them off, they mess up my nails and they look ugly. I put like a picture of like my real nails and you will see what I'm talking about. So I just went to take off my nails right here at the nail salon. It took really quick. But yeah, so that's the story of me getting my car and just getting my freedom. So, you know, right now I can like travel anywhere, anytime that I want to, and it's just amazing. And I use this car actually to move to Texas from Kentucky. So if you want me to like show you some videos of like moving to Texas, let me know down below, because I definitely like to do that. If you want me to like do like a vlog of Texas, I'm right now in San Antonio, and for the past 2 or 3 months, and it's been good. Definitely an adjustment, especially after graduating. I'm working from home. Just making friends is hard. Yes, I'm living with my friend, but you know, she's married. So it's kind of hard, but yeah, it's been good. And I just like the weather. Like, look at this, it's literally snowing in other states and Texas is warm, like it's sunny. Like, I can wear this outside. Like, that is what I like. It's literally like Kenya, and I like it. Oh my god, I love it. I just like it. I don't like the snow. The snow looks pretty, but only after the first day. The second day I'll be like, get this cold out of my body. So, and I don't like bundling up. Actually, winter fashion looks good, but I don't like the fact that you have to bundle up when you get in a house and you have to change, you have to take them off, you know, that process. I don't like it. Definitely winter fashion is like really pretty, like, you know, like the coats and you're looking bougie, but the process of like, you have to, when you're getting out the building, put your coats. When you're getting in the building, because the houses are heated up, you have to take off your clothes. It's just too much. It's just too much. So I'm just happy that, you know, like here in Texas it's pretty warm. Yeah, so I'm just enjoying my life, just doing errands. I took some day off today, so I'm just free, and it's the best thing ever. I'm free the whole of this week. Oof. Anyway, it's good.